Earth has created life forms that defy all logic. Creatures so terrifying, so bizarre, and so impossible that they look like they belong in a nightmare, not on our planet. Today, we're uncovering 10 real creatures that feel like they should never have existed, but they did. Let's begin. First up, imagine a snake so massive it could swallow a crocodile whole. That was Titanoboa, the largest snake ever discovered. Reaching up to 50 feet long and weighing over 1,000 kilograms, this beast was less of a snake and more of a living freight train. It slithered through the prehistoric swamps of South America, an apex predator that no human could ever hope to survive an encounter with. Now let's talk about the ocean's true king. You think sharks today are scary? Megalodon was a monster on an entirely different level. Its bite force was the strongest of any creature in history, powerful enough to crush bone like a biscuit. Growing up to 60 feet long, it could practically swallow a small car in a single gulp. Forget what you've seen in movies. This was the undisputed ruler of the ancient seas. What if millipedes were the size of cars? Well, that nightmare was real. Meet Arthropleura, a colossal creepy-crawly from 300 million years ago. It grew over 10 feet long, its body protected by thick armor plates. Imagine stumbling upon this thing in a forest. You wouldn't stop to take a picture. You'd run for your life and never look back. Next, we have a creature that makes modern crocodiles look like pets. Sarcosuchus, also known as Super Croc, was a 40-foot-long, 8-ton monster that literally hunted dinosaurs. Its skull alone was the size of a grown man. It would lie in wait, submerged in the water, before launching upwards with terrifying bone-shattering force. And then there's Hallucigenia. This is a creature that scientists still struggle to fully understand, and for good reason. With long, sharp spikes on its back, a row of tentacles for legs, and a head that barely looks like a head, Hallucigenia seems like something drawn by someone having a terrible nightmare. Nothing on Earth today remotely resembles this bizarre, alien-like organism. Before sharks ruled the seas, Dunkleosteus dominated. This was a giant armored fish that didn't have teeth in the traditional sense. Instead, it had massive, self-sharpening bone blades that sliced through prey like a pair of gruesome scissors. Its bite was even more powerful than a T-Rex's. Anything that swam too close to this underwater tank met an instant, gruesome end. How about a scorpion that was over 8 feet long? Yes, it existed. Jacalopterus was an ancient sea scorpion, a true monster of the deep with massive claws and a body built for ambushing prey. If this creature were alive today, a relaxing day at the beach would be the scariest place on Earth. Forget sharks. You'd be worried about giant sea scorpions. Now, this was no regular bird. This was Furzrocos, a 10-foot-tall killing machine better known as the terror bird. It couldn't fly, but it didn't need to. It was fast, aggressive, and armed with a massive axe-like beak that it used to hunt its prey with the efficiency of a velociraptor. If it saw you, there would be no outrunning it. Long before the famous saber-toothed cats, Gorgonops ruled the land. This predator had razor-sharp canine teeth nearly 6 inches long, a powerful muscular body, and a killing instinct that would rival any modern carnivore. It was the absolute terror of its time, a top predator that lived millions of years before the first dinosaurs even appeared. Finally, we have what might be the most alien creature ever found, Anomalocaris. Living over 500 million years ago, it looked like it came from another planet. It had giant, rotating compound eyes on stalks, saw-like feeding appendages at the front of its face, and a mouth shaped like a pineapple ring. It was one of Earth's very first apex predators, and easily one of the weirdest creatures to ever exist. These unbelievable creatures prove one thing: Earth's past was far stranger, more dangerous, and more mysterious than we could ever imagine. If you want a part 2 with even more prehistoric monsters and bizarre creatures from Earth's history, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next dive into the unknown. Thanks for watching.